Fundamental series from Walrus Audio is designed to, well, according to their website, let me get it straight here, was designed to possess the tonal integrity that's required to live on a professional's pedalboard, but with simplified controls that's friendly enough for even the newest effect pedal users. But
is it true?
I've had these pedals for a little over a month now, and I'm going to share with you my first impressions, my experience so far, not only with these pedals, but with Walrus Audio's customer support also. Because, yeah, there was a couple problems. I'm going to tell you all about it today on Ray Plays Guitar. Let's get on into it. Walrus Audio has been around for over a decade. They started in 2011 with 3 pedals: the Voyager Overdrive, the Iron Horse Distortion, and the Deep 6 compressor. Since then, they've gone on to make a bunch of other great drive pedals and some really cool reverbs and modulation pedals. But like most boutique pedal brands, Walrus's boutique pedals came with a boutique price. So when a company like that offers a line of pedals at around $100 a pop or so, it kind of makes you go, are these going to be any good? Well, these pedals came out about 6 months ago or so. Immediately they caught my eye. They're great looking pedals. I mean, look at them. I decided to get the whole line, put them on this board. I got one of these D'Addario expandable boards. Whoa, look at that. You can put a whole nother, 8, 9 pedals, 10 pedals on there. It came pre-Velcroed. So all this Velcro was already on there. Not only on the top, but on the bottom also. So I was able to mount this MXR DC Brick really quickly. So even on their budget line, they came in these really nice boxes with the cool Walrus Audio logo in gold. And then you open it up and inside they gave you, this was right on top. Isn't that sweet? They gave you a pick. They give you a registration card. You just scan that and boom, you're registered. So the box is nice. Walrus or die. We're stoked about your new pedal. Share about it on the internet. # Walrus Audio. Okay, I think I might. Really cool box. Then the pedals themselves, here, let me pull one of these off the board. The pedals look great. The graphics are great. The sliders are a nice touch. And the knobs, I don't know if you could see this, but they have the Walrus logo on there. Can you see that? Isn't that cute? That's cool. That's a nice little detail. These are rubber, hard rubber, so they feel good and they're sloped. You can see the shape of them, which is great. What I love about these sliders the most is that when I'm sitting home alone, I'm usually sitting in my underwear with no socks on, and you can have these down on the ground and you can adjust them with your toes. I'm not going to get any footage of that, don't worry. Footage. I'm not going to get any footage of my toes. You're welcome for not getting the footage and for that joke. But you can sit there and can adjust these sliders with your toes for true intonation. You didn't like that? So you have plenty of uniformity between them, but they have different colors, as whether it's a distortion, a drive, or tremolo, or whatever, is written very big on the pedal. That's one of my things that I don't like about the JHS 3 series. Actually, what I like and don't like about the JHS 3 series is that they're all white with the 3 black knobs. That looks great, but they all look the same. And on a stage, when it's dark, you can easily get them mixed up. But being that they're all white, you can put stickers on or whatever. But JHS has never really been known for their extensive graphics. They got cute little graphics. But Walrus, they got some cool graphics going on, Walrus Audio, on some of their other pedals. So it's nice to see that they put graphics on here, but they kept it nice and simple. I can differentiate between all the pedals very easily. And when it catches different hues of light, they kind of glow in different ways. So I ordered these pedals directly from Walrus. They came very quickly. I think they arrived within 2 days. And got them on a Thursday. Put the pedal board together on a Friday and then took it out that night to a gig. It's just at a local bar here. And sounded great. Except when I went to do the tap delay, It wasn't repeating at the tempo that I was tapping. So that was a little concerning. So I took it home. I was like, maybe it's me. Maybe I just wasn't feeling the tempo right. But I usually don't have this problem with any of my other tap delays. So while I was trying it out at home, I had the pedal board plugged in, and I noticed the sound of my guitar was getting crappier and crappier. So I bypassed the board, and it sounded fine. So then I found out that it was the reverb. When the reverb was plugged in, whether it was on or not, it just started making the sound of the everything crappy. So, of course, wrote an email to Walrus Audio customer support, and exactly 20 minutes later, I got a response. I was supported within 20 minutes. Pretty amazing. And who sent the email? I forgot who sent. I think it was Alan, maybe? I can't look it up on my phone. He was very concerned about what was going on, asked me a bunch of questions, and asked me to try out some things. And we went back and forth. About half an hour after I started dealing with Alan, I got a phone call from somebody else from Walrus. Forgot who that was. Sorry. But they were just making sure that I was being taken care of. He said, hey, I'm going to get you in touch with Alan. I'm like, hey, man, me and Alan have actually been going back and forth already. So kudos to Walrus on their communication. They're on top of it. Bottom line, long story short, they sent me some new pedals. They didn't figure out what was wrong with it yet, but since then they did figure out what was wrong with it. So then they've sent me fixed pedals. They also fixed the delay thing. And they sent me another delay. And this all happened like that. They sent me the return labels. You just drop it off at a FedEx thing. Easy peasy. Walrus Audio was completely on top of their game as far as communication every step of the way. And they were extremely timely. So the conclusion for their customer support, excellent boutique customer support. I felt like I was a rock star, and I'm just some guy that bought their pedals. How do you say thank you in Walrus Ease? So since I've had these pedals, I've played them in a number of scenarios, different. This is kind of like my very capable grab and go pedal board. I have another pedal board that is centered around a HXFX, and then I have a very small pedal board that is somewhat capable, but not as capable as this. So I used it in a couple different rehearsals and a couple local gigs, and tried it out with some different amps, tried it out with my Marshall head. You're hearing it today through my Sir Badger 30. Also tried it out through a couple different Fender Deluxe variations. Also tried it through a Bogner New Yorker combo. And through every single one of those amps, these pedals sounded fantastic. What I love about these pedals is the simple controls, but we can get a lot of tones out of them. I love the consistency of their controls too. And being that they're sliders, you can instantly look down and see where everything is set. Whereas with knobs, it's not so obvious. 3 sliders on each pedal with a toggle, a 3-position toggle. This isn't going to be a deep dive into these tones. It's just going to kind of be a quick overview and then showing you some of the ways that I'm using these pedals. I'm playing my Fender Aerodyne guitar. Got a humbucker and 2 single coils here. I thought it would be appropriate. This is finished in Dolphin Gray. So seeing that we're doing, Walrus pedals, keeping with the marine theme, I figured the Dolphin Gray guitar would be the most appropriate. Let's dive into this fuzz here. Start off with the gated setting. First, the clean tone. Let's check out the Drive. The Drive is actually one of my favorite pedals out of the bunch. And I've been using it in the smooth setting. Yeah, the smooth is great. I use that most of the time. If I need a little more hair on the top, a little more overdrive and compression, the crunch mode is great. The bright mode kind of leans out your tone, cuts the bass, and gives you a little bit of a upper mid punch if you need to peek through the mix. But I've been using it mostly in the smooth and the crunch modes myself. I love that pedal. It's great. Now, the distortion is something that was not what I was looking for in a distortion at all. The distortion itself gets a little unruly for me. I've actually been using it on more of the cleaner side to because I like the way it re-EQs the tone. The tremolo, it's great. It's got 3 modes: sine wave, square wave, and then random. The random seems to be attached to the rate, but I use it just as a boost. I don't use trem very much. If I need it, it's there. It sounds great, but I turn the rate down, the depth down, and just use it as a boost. What I love about the chorus is that it has a mix control on there. So you can dial in just a little bit or a lot. But the mix knob is the win for me on that chorus. Phaser, it's a great sounding phaser. I'm not much of a phaser guy, but but it sounds like a phaser. The delay, I like this delay a lot. Not only does it have 3 different modes, digital, analog, and reverse, it also has tap tempo, but with 1 knob. I like that. Because sometimes with the 2, it's in a single space pedal, they're just too close together. So this is, you hold it down, it puts you into tap mode. You don't have to hold it very long. That's what I like about it. Yeah, they fixed whatever was wrong with the tap. It works great. Love that thing. So that reverse setting can be kind of fun. The reverb is awesome. Got Hall, Spring, Plate. They all sound great. What I like doing is just putting it on that plate mode and turning the mix turning everything all the way up. It puts you in instant ambiance. Going to put on some analog delay and some chorus. Yeah, I could play around with stuff like that for hours. That's a lot of fun. But all in all, the pedals sound great. My top picks, the drive, the delay, and the reverb. So whether this is your first pedal board, or you're looking for a backup pedal board, or you just want some relatively inexpensive pedals to try out, the Walrus Audio Fundamental Series is a great option for you. If you have any questions about these pedals or effects in general, please leave your questions and comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor, hit that like button, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that notification bell, but most of all, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.